Hello, welcome to Word Inspiration with Olawale Yibade, and today we are concluding the series You Are Not Alone. This is Walking on Water, part 3, taking advantage of the storm. There's a saying that says, when life gives you a lemon, turn it into a lemonade. That is, when life brings to you situations that are not pleasant, turn it around to make it a pleasant situation, which means there's always a positive perspective to every negative event. There's always a positive perspective to every negative situation that we go through on a daily basis. So let's train our mind to always see a positive perspective of things rather than the negative perspective of things. In 1968 Olympic in Mexico City, Summer Olympic marathon race, John Stephen Akhwari was pushed. His shoulders and his knees were dislocated because they hit so hard against the pavement. Out of the 75 people that started the race, 57 people completed it, and John Stephen Akhwari was the last person to cross the line. They asked him, medical practitioner asked him to stop running, but he did not. He refused to stop running. More than 1 hour after the last person has run the race, a lot of people have left the stadium before they had the news that the last person is still running. And John Stephen Akhwari turned his losing into a victory that day. I want you to know that you can turn your situation around to make it pave way for you. You can turn your situation around to make it to be a platform for your lifting. John Stephen Akhwari became popular not because he won, but because he came last, but because he will not give up, even though his knees and his shoulders were dislocated. And he turned his seemingly losing situations into a winning for him. You can turn your situation around also, and I'd like to share with us today 4 tips on how to turn our lemon into a lemonade, how to take advantage of the storm, how to turn the situation and the circumstances that we currently go through on a daily basis to make them to be for our advantage. Number 1 thing you need to learn: don't lose your focus. Don't let the storms of life make you to lose your focus. In Matthew 14:28-31, Peter was walking on water because Jesus Christ told him to come, and he was about to get to where Jesus Christ was standing when he began to consider the storm. He began to look at the damage effect that the storm can bring. He began to look at the negative perspective of the wind that was blowing, and he started to sink because of doubt and fear. So don't allow situation and circumstances, don't allow event of time, don't allow delays, don't allow sicknesses, don't allow whatsoever the situation may be, anxiety, depression, lack of fun, unemployment, whatsoever the situation may be, relationship challenge, family, marital challenge, whatsoever it might be, don't allow it to set doubt and fear into your heart, that you begin to lose your focus on God, that you begin to lose your faith. People have backslidden, people have stopped praying, stopped going to church, stopped attending fellowship. Why? Because they are going through situations and circumstances. They allow the storms of life to shift their focus from the vision. They allow what they are going through to isolate them, and they become a prey for the enemy. So number 1 thing you need to learn: don't let storm make you to lose your focus on God, make you to lose your fellowship with God. Number 2, you need to learn: keep a positive perspective to situations. When things are hard, when things are difficult, when there's a whole lot of doubt and you don't know what to do, when there is fear looming around you, learn to keep a positive perspective to things. Do you know what Joshua did? He told the children of Israel and said, don't allow this bad news to influence your heart. Don't allow this bad news to influence you. We are able, these people may be tall, but we are able to take the city from them. Even though his eyes is telling him that these people are so strong, but he kept a positive perspective to what his eyes is seeing. And do you know what? He won the battle. He was one of the people that partake of the victory because he kept a positive perspective to things. So when things are hard, when things are difficult, don't allow it to set fear and doubt in your heart that you begin to speak negativity. Keep a positive perspective to life, event of time that are happening to you. Don't allow it to set doubt into your heart. And number 3, what to say matter the most when you are going through situation and circumstances. What are you saying to yourself? That people, they saw giant in the land and they kept saying it. We see giant. In fact, in their own height, you are like grasshopper. They begin to downgrade themselves and they begin to speak and curse themselves. What to say in the midst of your situation can influence your becoming. It can influence your future. Keep saying positivity in the midst of the negativity. The woman with the issue of blood kept saying to herself that, just let me touch the hem of his garment. The scripture says, for she was saying to herself. She kept speaking and encouraging herself in the midst of that negativity. She has spent all the money she had. She had become a guinea pig, suffered a lot for 12 good years, bleeding consistently. But yet, she refused to give up. John Stephen actually refused to drop out of the race, even though the medical practitioners were advising him to stop running. The woman with the issue of blood refused to drop out and quit and commit suicide because of her situations. Don't give up. Don't allow what you are going through to begin to make you to curse yourself. Because the scripture says, he will have whatsoever he says. That's what the scripture says. You will have whatsoever you confess, whatsoever you say with your mouth will become your reality. Don't begin to say negative things in the midst of negative situation. Begin to confess positivity. Begin to speak to the delay. Begin to speak to your sickness. Begin to speak to the divorce. Begin to speak to issues that you are currently facing. Your depression, sleeplessness, your anxiety. Begin to speak to them that you are coming out. Let the word of your mouth be things that depict your tomorrow. Let the word of your mouth be things that depict your future. Let the word of your mouth be things that depict your expectations. Don't speak the situation. Speak your future. And number 4 is keep company, association of people who can encourage you to be the best you can be in the midst of your situation. Don't surround yourself with negative minded people. Don't surround yourself with people who are going nowhere. Surround yourself with people who will push you through the storm. Surround yourself with people who will motivate you to become the best version of yourself. Surround yourself with people who will steer you to the teeth, who will tell you what you are going through. You are able to take it. Surround yourself with people of like mind, people who are going to the same place you are going, people who will motivate you and pray with you concerning the issues and the circumstances you are experiencing. The scripture says, and Daniel went into his house and discussed with Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego the matter. And the 4 of them begin to seek the face of God concerning it. So I want to implore you, if you're going to turn your situation around for good, if you are going to turn your lemon into a lemonade, if you are going to take advantage of your storm, surround yourself with people who fear no storm. People who are not afraid of the fire. People will stand with you and say, let God be God. People will not bow down and bow the knees to the situation and circumstances. Surround yourself with people of like mind. Let me tell you something. You can turn this situation around for your good. If an eagle can use the storm to get to new heights, you can use this situation, you can use these circumstances to bring out the best in the inside of you. If the storm can make the disciple to go down and go and wake up Jesus Christ, the giant in the boat, this storm can make you to wake up the giant in the inside of you. This storm can make you to reach your new height like an eagle. If trees can build thickness, can develop mass by the experiences of the wind and the storm, you can develop capacity to influence generations. You can develop capacity to influence nations by this situation that you are going through. These experiences that you are facing, the negativity that is looming around you, can make you to become so strong that you will begin to influence and begin to touch life by it. I want you to know that. And I hope you have been blessed and motivated and inspired by this video. Share this video with all your friends, your loved ones on your social media. And if you have been touched and been blessed by this video, send me a private message on my Facebook. So see you next time. We are starting becoming a person of impact in the next video, and it's going to blow your mind. Don't miss it. See you.